Hi, Sunil. Welcome on YourPedia.
Hi, sir. Thank you. How are you, sir?
Wonderful, Sunil, and let me thank you for time which you gave for this interaction. And it is a wonderful interaction because very less people are aware that in a beautiful country like Ireland also you have opportunity for direct PhD. So we always say that direct PhD opportunities are in US, in Australia, in Singapore. Less direct opportunities in Europe, but it is Ireland, and you are in a very prestigious university there, Ministry of Galway, and you're doing direct PhD there. So today's my interaction is going to be very, very useful. As you have prepared very wonderful slides also to tell students about that. Before we show that, I would like you to tell us something about your background, which part of India you are from, and before you went there for PhD in Ireland, आपका क्या academic background या journey रहा है इंडिया में?
Uh, Thank you, sir. So, my name is Sunil Kumar Yadav, and I am from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. I have completed my bachelor's in mechanical engineering from AKTU in 2019, and after that, from 2019 to 2021, August 2021, I worked at CSIR CMRA Durgapur. I worked there as a project associate, uh, and after completing my tenure there in 21 August 21, I moved to IIT Delhi for project scientist position, and I worked there for around 3 years. I was working there in biomechanical testing of medical devices. I was doing a lot of UTM test for implants. And in July 2024, I came here to Galway to start my PhD. And I got this opportunity for direct PhD. So it was good for me to come to a European country for direct PhD. So this was a bit about me. And then I have prepared few slides for
Okay. So, Sunil, before we show the slide, I want to ask you, like, in Europe, do you think I have heard that there's a, ETS Zurich, mein there's a direct doctorate opportunity. So, where other places, if you can throw some light, direct PhD अगर किसी को करना है तो यूरोप में और भी options हैं क्या? They can go for other places also.
Uh, I think in main Europe land, there are very limited
Okay.
options. But
Hmm.
in Ireland, you will find a lot of all the other universities in Ireland, like UCD, TUD,
Okay.
TCD, DCU, all offer PhD after masters and direct PhD
Okay.
after bachelors also. So if
Okay.
you have some research work, then research experience, you
Okay.
can join those universities.
और आयरलैंड कंट्री कैसा है?
आइलैंड कंट्री छोटा है, बहुत अच्छा है,
लेकिन सुंदर है काफी,
पॉपुलेशन
राइट?
कम है। हाँ, बहुत सुंदर है। लाइक
ओके, सो
बहुत बड़े इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, बट यहाँ पे लोग नेचर से बहुत कनेक्टेड रहते हैं।
द कंट्री इज फ्रेंडली फॉर पीपल, इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स एंड ऑल.
यस यस, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स इन आयरलैंड।
ओके. ओके, सो आई थिंक वी कैन स्टार्ट विद द प्रेजेंटेशन नाउ.
ओके
स्लाइड्स, या इट इज विजिबल नाउ, इट्स कमिंग. या.
ओके। So, I've prepared few slides for about PhD life in Ireland and what are the benefits where you can pursue your PhD, and bit about social life uh, and personal growth in Ireland. So the contents of the slides are introduction about me, and then bit overview about my research work, what I'm doing in my PhD at University of Galway, and then there's some good research universities in Ireland, and then life in Ireland. So my name is Sunil, and I'm doing PhD in Ireland at University of Galway. Uh, I'm working in field of mechanical engineering. So my PhD is under a big group called IFOM here in Ireland. This is Center for Advanced Manufacturing Research. So if I want to do some collaborative work with other universities, it's very easy for me. I can go through iForm to the other universities in Ireland, and I can do collaborative research works. Before that, I've done my bachelor's in my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and during this time between 19 to 24, I worked at IIT Delhi and CMI Durgapur. So uh, I'm working on mm, field combined field of material science, modeling, solid mechanics, and manufacturing. So this is combination. I'm working on this combination. So my project includes process structure property modeling for additive manufactured natinol actuators. So for part manufacturing, I'm using laser powder bed fusion process, for which I'm doing computation modeling also, and from this from this model, I'm getting microstructure, which I'm further using for uh, micromechanical modeling to get uh, tensile or compressive stress strain response, and later I'm using this to predict fatigue life and how it will perform under different loading conditions at different temperatures. So this is a bit about my research work, what I'm doing in my PhD. Yeah. So there are some of the good universities in Ireland, and these universities are very old, like more than 150 or 200 years old universities.
Mhm.
So there is Trinity College Dublin, University College Dublin, which are Trinity College is under 100, UCD is 118. So these are good QS ranking universities, and then there is UCC, University College Cork, University of Galway, where I am doing my PhD. Then there is University of Limerick and TUD, TU Dublin. And apart from this, there are other universities like SCTU, Southeast Technological University, DCU, Dublin City University, and then there's ATU, Atlantic Technological University. So those are very good universities to pursue your research work. If you want to do PhD in mechanical engineering or computer science or any other field, you can go to these universities. And then there's the main big point in Ireland. It is hub for a lot of companies. If I talk about especially Galway, so Galway is a hub of medical devices. So in Galway, you can find a lot of medical device companies like Zimmer, Medtronics, and then I think the Stryker is in Cork. So like this, there are big companies here. So after PhD, you can go to those companies and work there, or if you want to continue in academia, then you can go for postdocs in
Okay.
any
So
of those
Sunil,
institutes.
I would like to ask you that these six universities which are shown here,
Yeah.
how far are these located? Because Ireland is a small country. तो ये कितने डिस्टेंस पे हैं? जैसे यूएस में देखते हैं हम एक स्टेट दूसरी स्टेट. सो
So I think from Galway, you can find all these universities within 200 kilometers.
ओ
So I'm on the west coast, and Dublin is east coast, you can say.
ओके.
So from Galway to Dublin, it's 2.5 hour journey. So in Dublin, TCD, it is in city center. UCD, it is bit far from city, but not that much far. And then there's DCU, which is also in Dublin city. And then there's Limerick, University of Limerick, which is I think around 1.5 hours.
डबलिन looks like तीन यूनिवर्सिटी तो डबलिन में दिख रही है यहाँ पे. Looks like Dublin
हाँ,
is a very good place for education.
yes, yes. Dublin is very big city in Ireland, and you will find lot of corporate offices, lot of good universities. So these universities are mainly for research, and then there's DCU also. I haven't mentioned DCU yet. DCU is also a very good university.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm working with DCU also for some of my experiments, and they have very good research facilities, I would say,
Hmm.
for advanced manufacturing.
Okay.
And then there's Cork. In Cork, Cork is Cork has very good industrial area. So if you want to pursue a career in industry, you can go to Cork, and you can find a lot of manufacturing companies there. So after this, like, how is life in Ireland as a PhD student for me? So here I find a lot of uh, good quality research opportunities. I can collaborate with other universities and industries. And then there are a lot of conference and networking events every time in Ireland. So there are some university level events, and then there are some national level events, and then there are international conferences. So events like Research and Innovation Day and EP activities, these are local events generally organized by the university and some other research organizations. So in my case, Research and Innovation Day is organized by this my university, University of Galway, and then I generally take part in EP activities, education and public engagement activities with IFOM, the another research center with which I'm working. So in the EP activities, we generally go to public, and we tell them what we are doing and how it is useful for them. And then there are some international conferences in Ireland. This year, there was one big conference in Galway related to my work, shape memory and superelasticity technology. So this year it was in Galway. Next year they will do it in US. And then there in outdoor lifestyle, there's walking culture and cycling culture. You will find a lot of people walking here. If I have to go 3 kilometers, I would prefer to walk rather than take a bus. And then there's cycling culture, and as Ireland is surrounded by the sea, so there are a lot of beautiful coastal scenes. People generally go there for walk. And then there is hiking and trekking culture as well. There are some beautiful mountains in Ireland, and people go there on weekends to have a chill life. And apart from that, there's a very vibrant social life in Galway, especially because there's Galway is known as a hub of art and music. So every year there's a Galway International Arts Festival in the end up uh, in mid July to end of July. This event is like for I think 7 to 10 days. This is 7 to 10 days event. And apart from that, there are a lot of religious events, St. Patrick Day parade, and then there's Christmas market. So, as a person, Ireland is good if you are targeting good research universities, and then with good work-life balance. So, in that sense, I can say Ireland is a good country. In US, people generally live to work, but in Europe, people work to live. So it's bit reverse. Yes.
Hmm. Yes. So quality of life I have heard is very good there in Europe.
Yeah, it's very good.
Enjoy
It's
करते
very
लोग.
good. So
वीकेंड
people
तो
do.
टोटल ऑफ होता होगा सुनील, वीकेंड इज ऑफ.
Yes, weekend is totally off, and nobody will ask you anything to do on, especially on weekends or like off days if there's bank holiday. So like tomorrow we have bank holiday. So universities will be closed, all the offices will be closed tomorrow. So there is no work tomorrow. So nobody, my professor will not call me tomorrow, and he won't ask me any questions. Where are you? What you are doing? He won't ask me anything.
And as we see in Europe, a PhD is not a higher education, it is a employment, it is a job. Same is true in Ireland also.
Actually, no. In Ireland, it is considered as a higher education. Here,
Okay.
I'm a student. I'm not a, employee
Employee.
of the university. Yeah. And with this, as a PhD student, I get opportunity for GTA also. Like, I get teaching assistantship apart from my PhD stipend.
Okay.
So, uh, like all those activities are good for my learning curve as well. And thanks. This was all about
Yeah.
how
So
I how was my this 1 year from 2024 to 2025 in Galway
okay, wonderful.
and what.
So Sunil, I have couple of things to ask if we can come out of this presentation now.
Yes,
So I
yes,
have couple, yeah. Yeah.
yes.
So Sunil, what is the duration of PhD in Ireland?
So it's 4 years, 4 years program, and for 4 years you will be funded around 25,000 annual, and this stipend gets increase if there is some amendment, then they will increase the stipend. Like when I joined, my stipend was 22,000, and now it is 25,000. And now also, if I'll look at the advertisement, then they are posting 28,000 or 30,000. So the next amendment, then we'll get increment of that.
Okay. So when you saying 22,000, 25,000, you are saying euro, right?
Yes, euros.
And can you give throw some light on kind of typical expenditure like ट्यूशन फीस कितना है, रेजिडेंस का कितना लगता है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का कितना लगता है, ग्रोसरी का कितना लगता है और कितना बचता है और कितना टैक्स होता है, those kind of things. Roughly you are
So
getting 2,000 euro per month.
mm, yes. So, as a student, my stipend is tax free, so I don't have to pay any taxes. But Ireland is one of the expensive country in this world, so living expenses are quite high.
Okay.
So, if you are living in Galway, then your living expense will go up to somewhere 800 to 1,000 euros, and it depends. Lot of expense goes to this rent. If you are getting some house which is 600 euros, then your expenses will be bit less. If you are getting house bit costly, then it is going to be high. But normally you can consider it is around 800 to 1,000 euros, including your rent and other electricity charges and all other charges, and then including groceries.
Okay.
And apart from that, we have to pay 140 euros to the university for annual registration charge,
Okay.
and then there's 300 charge for our residence permit renewal every year. So we have to pay this 300 euros to Garda, the police station here. We have to pay them 300 euros to renew our residency permit. And apart from that, we have to buy health insurance. Health insurance is not covered in the stipend, it is separate. It depends. Some funding covers health insurance, and then this 300 also, but most of them don't cover this amount.
Okay. So is it possible that you can save more than 500 euro monthly?
Yes, yes, easily. You can save around 7 to 800 euros easily.
Okay. So now coming to Sunil, you were mentioning about that you can do TA also or RA also along with stipend. That is additional
If
money?
yes, there's a small amount of money, not big chunk,
Mm.
but there's like you can get 100 or 150 euros monthly,
Okay.
depending on your research work and your availability. So
Mm.
if I'm not available like for 20 hours a week, then I'll do let's say 15 hours, then I'll get less money. Somebody is doing 20 hours, they will get more money. So it's like that.
Okay. So is there any opportunity of like internship and all during these 4 years where there's opportunity to earn more or it is like remains same?
Uh, Internship opportunities. I don't think there's internship opportunities with the PhD because it is full time. So we have to be there in university. But there is no attendance system, so no one is going to check
Yes.
when you are coming, when you are living, and what you are doing. Nobody is gonna ask you any question. But we are supposed to be in the university for the four
Okay.
years.
Tell us something about the university, Sunil, Galway, University of Galway. Tell us something about when was it created roughly and इंडिया में जैसे हम लोगों ने आईआईटी सिस्टम देखा है तो वैसे
Mm.
यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ गैलवे कितना बड़ा है या कैसा है समथिंग
So
अबाउट यूनिवर्सिटी
University of Galway, I think 175 years old university.
ओ
It was created in some 1800, uh, and then there's the main building. We call it quadrangle in the university, so it is rectangular type, rectangular shaped building. So that's main iconic building of the of our university. And apart from that, there are a lot of good departments. So we do a lot of work with medical devices and with modeling. So if I talk about in engineering domain, then Galway is very strong in modeling, computational modeling part. And then there's a there's a, not department, but you can say research group in University of Galway called QDOM. So they do a lot of work on biological part of implants and all those things. And apart from that, it has good law and business school. There are a lot of students come here for business analyst course, and then there's computer science department. And apart from that, there's a very beautiful, because it is close to next to that Corrib River, and so there's a beautiful walk along that Corrib River. It is around, I think, 2 kilometers. So if you are getting bored and or sometimes a bit frustrated because we are not getting results, so we go for the walk along that river. So that's very good.
okay how where do you stay in the campus itself or there's a I mean culture of staying outside the university
No, I'm staying outside the university. So
okay
there's a bit accommodation crisis in Ireland. So
Mm.
you won't find sometimes generally we don't find hostels in university. Some of the students find the hostel, some of don't find the hostel. So I live outside the university because after first year, anyways, I have to move to out of the university. So I've decided, okay, I live outside. I won't
Okay.
stay in the university.
Mm. Okay, so Sunil, what about opportunities after PhD? After 4 years, when
Okay.
you graduate from there,
Hmm. Hmm.
so what are the
Hmm.
opportunities after that?
Okay. So there are two types of opportunities. Like if I want to continue in academia, then I can get a postdoc in Galway or in some other universities. And if I want to go for industry, then like all the PhD students has to work with university. It's not written anywhere, but it is supposed to be a good thing in Ireland. So most of the student work with the university. So after 4 years, if we want to go to the university, then we are free to go to university. Sorry, if we want to go to industry, then we are free to go to industries like Metronics, J&J, and then Zimmer, Stryker, all those universities, all those industries.
Okay. So, after PhD, how long can you stay in Ireland? Like, suppose you don't get job or you want to overstay there, or PR kind of questions student keep on asking, like, can you permanently stay in that country? So, what are those kind of things?
So on a student visa, we get a 2 years work permit after completion
Okay.
of our course, whether it's a master degree or it's bachelor degree or a doctorate degree. So if somebody is coming to Ireland on a student visa, so after the course is over, they will get 2 years of work permit, and they can look for the job, and then they can convert it into a working visa.
Okay. So, Sunil, what are the typical timelines to join PhD programs? Like, we know in US their timeline, like this fall season, spring season. India also there's a timeline. Do we have timeline in various universities in Ireland? Like, suppose now students want to join Ireland next year for PhD. When should they start the process?
So there are two types of admission. One, you go through the university and get an admission, which is sort of college funded positions. For those positions, admission starts at so there is a spring cycle and fall cycle. So you can apply at the designated time. And I think for fall session, generally people starts applying from uh, Feb or March, and then the application goes on because it will go under review, and then after that you'll get selected or not selected, rejected result. And the uh, other type is project based applications. So when professors advertising, professors will submit projects for advertisement, like they will post on find a PhD website or on LinkedIn or some other websites that they are looking for a PhD student for this project for and they will mention what are the criteria, what are the skill set they are looking for, and they'll they'll mention a bit about project, like a big picture, what the student will work in the future in that PhD project. So we can apply it to for those projects, and then they will conduct interview, and then you have to apply for visa and everything. For those type of applications, there is no as such timeline. You can apply anytime when the project is online, and you can apply, and when you get selected, you can come here.
Mm. Okay. Now, what are the typical requirements, Sunil, those students who are listening to us right now?
Mhm.
So, what are the typical requirements when we say direct PhD? Then BTech students should have what credentials, or MTech students should have what credentials? If I'm to make my assessment whether I should apply in these universities and क्या मेरे को एडमिशन मिल जाएगा कि नहीं, तो क्या होना चाहिए स्टूडेंट के पास?
So first thing is good marks in bachelor's. If I'm applying for direct PhD, then I should have good marks in bachelor's.
And what is good marks?
Above 70, it is considered as good marks. Or if you have,
7.5 CGPA. Hmm.
yeah, 7.5 CGPA.
Hmm.
So it is considered as good marks here.
Hmm.
And if we can get a relevant research experience, if we have that, then it's a plus point.
Okay.
And top of that, if we have some publications, it doesn't matter. Like it it doesn't have to be relevant to that PhD project. But if we have the research some publications, then it's a plus point.
Okay.
So yeah, these are the things like
Okay.
uh,
So typically PhD में जब admission मिलता है तो professors interview you before admission. Is that the process?
yes, yes.
Hmm.
They will conduct interview, and if there's more than one supervisor, then they will conduct. Like I have two supervisors, so I have in my interview there's two professors, my both
Okay.
supervisor.
Hmm. So does mailing professor help, Sunil?
Yes, it helps.
Hmm.
Like cold emailing, it helps a lot.
Okay.
Sometimes if they don't have funding, then they can refer to other professor. Like in my case, when I was applying for PhD, I have mailed to one professor in UCD, and he said, I don't have funding, but you can apply to some other professor. He might have funding. But that professor, uh, he didn't have funding at that time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sunil, you kept on doing your project in IT Delhi, and that was quite long duration, 3 years and all. तो why
Yes.
you were not taking admission somewhere like 3 years से आप प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे थे और आपने आईटी दिल्ली में आपको मास्टर्स मिल जाता पीएचडी मिल जाता लेकिन you were doing project and you were waiting for something. What was that actually?
Actually, initially I tried for funded masters, and so I was trying for US for funded masters, but I didn't get admission there.
Okay.
So I left that process, and then I started applying for direct PhD.
Okay.
So when I have this offer letter, at the same time I had offer letter for masters from John Hopkins also, but that was self-funded. So I don't want to put uh, like 80K. I don't want that loan.
Obviously it's a huge loan.
It's a huge loan.
So now you have completed 1 year of your PhD, right, Smith?
Yes, yes.
So what has been your अभी कैसा experience रहा है 1 साल का आपका?
If we compare that research experience from Ireland versus India, so it's very different.
Hmm.
In Ireland, like nobody is gonna ask you anything about your research. So there will be weekly meetings, or there will be meetings scheduled with your supervisor.
Okay.
So only that day, uh, it matters what I have done. Apart from
Okay.
that, nobody is gonna ask anything what you are doing, when you are coming, when you are going. Nobody is asking you any question. But in India, there are research groups where they don't care, but there are, most of the research groups they care a lot about your lab timings.
Do you get a scholarship in masters also?
No,
Okay.
in masters, especially in Ireland, you won't get any scholarship. There is, but those are very limited, and I think hardly one or two students get in the those scholarship in the university.
Okay. So Sunil, now what is your message to all the students who aspire to join universities in Ireland? जो लोग स्टूडेंट सुन रहे हैं उनके लिए मैसेज क्या देना चाहते हैं?
So I would say find your research interest, and then start applying according to your research interest, because there's a lot of PhD opportunities in Ireland. You can find those opportunities in on LinkedIn, or find a PhD website, or so like that. There are some other websites. You can find those positions there, and uh, prepare SOP and cover letter according to that. project and according to the research work you have done in your bachelor's or master's. And yeah, most probably based on that, you will get selection here.
Wonderful. That was wonderful, Sunil, especially that presentation which you gave, and that brings us to an end of this session. And your case is a very typical case where you got this opportunity into direct PhD, and scholarship is also quite good. And Ireland is a beautiful country, no doubt about that. And quality of life, hustle bustle से दूर, clean environment, छोटा country, सुंदर country, और
Yes,
crowded नहीं है. Unlike India, it is
crowded
not
नहीं है.
crowded, it is not polluted, it is not populated. So,
Here, I think population density is around 75 or 80 per square kilometer. So,
so from Delhi to Ireland, Galway, totally different, different world altogether.
yeah,
ये साउथ दिल्ली वेर यू वर स्टेइंग इन आईटी दिल्ली, तो
yeah.
वो तो मेरे ख्याल से पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी हजारों में है पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर, तो एंड देन दिस इज नॉट इवन हंड्रेड्स.
And I was staying in Katoria, Sarai, so
बट वर
you can.
वहाँ लाखों में होगी. So that is there. Anyhow, that is wonderful, Sunil, talking to you.
Yeah,
And so I wish you all the very best for your journey in PhD ahead.
thank you.
3 साल और हैं. So once you are at the culmination of your PhD, again I'll pop up and discuss with you more about this. Thanks a lot, Sunil.
Okay, thank you so much.